5 years ago, I didn't see myself in my 20s. I didn't know what I wanted to do, I didn't know who I wanted to be, and I didn't know how to do any of it if I would find out. I really saw myself as a lost cause. I thought that my life is an active war zone. I constantly felt pressured by people I know and even myself, and I had no clue where any of it was coming from. But none of that even comes close to what's going on now. Alright, that's an exaggeration. Let's just say it's very different. You see, back then it was about finding myself, asking questions like, what do I like to do? What do I want to change? Basically, trying to learn the basics. The basics of what would later be used as foundations for whatever I want and need. But now it's about evolving, adapting, thinking outside the box at times. Everything turned into constant creation, desperation even. The stress levels are different, the frequency is different, everything is different. I know what I want to do, I know who I want to be, and I partly know how to do it, though, like I said, I constantly have to evolve, adapt, and think outside the box to keep growing as much as possible without setbacks, especially those that I can avoid. And that's why I think the road to success is a personal bloodbath. Sure, it sounds very dramatic, but it is. I have fully accepted the fact that no one is coming to save me and no one is going to stick with me from the start until the very end. So, I have to do it myself. Every day I have a choice to either do things that will get me there or don't do them. Every single day. Now you might be asking, okay, but why is that a bloodbath? Isn't this applicable for anything in life? And in a way, yes, it is. But I'm not talking about regular things. I'm not talking about regular societal dream jobs, careers, or simply achieving a fit body, good health, or enough income to carry you slowly into retirement. No. Years ago, I realized that I either end up in a life where resources are abundant and I can wake up knowing that I'm safer, richer, healthier, and happier, and so on than the average, or I live a mediocre life and somehow cut it short. Basically, I would die trying. You, you want more details? Okay, fine. Just listen. I have dream cars, like real dream cars, none of those realistic budget dream cars. A Nissan GTR R35, about $100,000 plus if it's the newer ones, a Lotus Emira, preferably supercharged, also about 100 grand ish. There's more, but this is my top two right now. I want to have fitness sponsors. We'll say Piangale and especially feral subs. Sure, there isn't much fitness related that stuff going on right now in my content, but that doesn't matter right now. Big things are coming. And does any of that seem realistic? Fuck no. And all of that needs to be done through social media, specifically YouTube. There's more goals, believe me, but this video ain't about that. The point I'm trying to make is the road to success is a personal bloodbath because it's just you who's wanting things and just you who's putting in the work. And it needs to happen every day. Of course, take days off, but days off aren't days off from everything. Oh, and it's also a bloodbath because there's a lot of people who are doing the same things. Some end up quitting, some end up joining, and you only get in front with time, patience, relentlessness, consistency. You know how this works. Everybody wants it, and a lot will put in the work and try to make a good case for themselves, but in the end, only the winner will take it all.